Okay, so I want you to picture something. An entire army. We're talking thousands of soldiers, all standing in perfect formation. But here's the thing. They're not on some ancient battlefield. They're underground. And they've been standing silent watch, totally in the dark, for more than 2,000 years. This is, without a doubt, the story of one of the most mind-blowing archaeological finds ever.
So, naturally, that leads us to the big question, right? A mystery that's been hanging in the air for centuries. What secrets could a silent army possibly be guarding? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into. Let's get into the story of this incredible underground empire. All right, so our journey starts near the city of Xi'an in China. This is where archaeologists stumbled upon something that just blew everyone away. See, they didn't just find a tomb. They found an entire underground world, all of it built for just one person.
And for millennia, that is exactly what they've been doing. I mean, think about that. This wasn't just some fancy decoration. No way. This was a mission, an eternal one. These soldiers were crafted for one single solemn purpose: to guard the first emperor of China, a guy named Qin Shi Huang, and to protect his empire even in the afterlife. Okay, so we know why they were there, to guard an emperor. But what about the soldiers themselves? Who are they? Well, when you start looking at the details, the sheer scale and craftsmanship, it's just breathtaking. I mean, the scale is just, it's hard to wrap your head around. We're talking thousands of warriors. And get this, that's just what we found so far. Can you even imagine the effort that went into this? An entire army, sculpted from clay, armed with real bronze weapons that are still sharp today, and then buried to carry out this mission forever. It's just monumental. But here's the part that really gets me. If you look closely, you'll see these aren't just cookie-cutter statues. Not at all. Every single soldier is unique. I mean, from the tiny details on their armor to their hairstyles, even their facial expressions, no two are alike. It's almost like the emperor ordered a life-sized portrait of his actual army. It's literally a nation sculpted from clay, frozen in time.
So you see something this incredible, this massive, and it just makes you wonder, right? Why go to all this trouble? What was the real purpose here? And that question is at the heart of a huge debate that scholars are still having today.
So yeah, what was the point of it all? Well, academics are pretty much split between two big ideas. On one side, you have the protective guardians theory. This is the more straightforward one. It's a literal army built to defend the emperor in the afterlife. Simple enough. But then there's another idea, that they were more like political mirrors. This theory is a bit more symbolic. It suggests the army wasn't for fighting, but for show, a massive, permanent statement of the emperor's real-world power and the unified empire he had built.
Now, you think after all these years of studying them, we'd have it all figured out, right? Well, not even close. In fact, thanks to modern tech, we're just starting to realize that this story is far from over. The biggest secrets, they might still be waiting for us, right under our feet.
And that, for me, is the most exciting part of this whole thing. Because what we can see today, and it is absolutely magnificent, is probably just the tip of the iceberg. You see, the Terracotta Army is just one piece of a much, much bigger puzzle. It's part of the emperor's mausoleum. And the main tomb, the central chamber, it's still completely sealed. Nobody's been inside. And what do they think is in there? A whole suspected underground empire. We're talking palaces, incredible treasures, and maybe even, get this, rivers of flowing mercury. This is where that new technology comes in and just changes the game. Without even digging, using things like ground-penetrating radar, these scans are hinting at, wow, hundreds of undiscovered rooms and hallways. They're suggesting that thousands more soldiers are still down there, just waiting in the dark. It's a vast, hidden world we're only now starting to see the edges of.
And this quote really just sums it all up perfectly, doesn't it? This is the modern-day treasure hunt. It's not about shovels anymore. It's about historians staring at laser scans, looking for the ghosts of lost chambers, and just constantly wondering what else is down there.
So, we come right back to where we began. Were they guardians for the afterlife? Or were they giant political mirrors? Maybe a bit of both. But one thing is for sure, the emperor's silent army is still holding its secrets very close. We've seen some of the soldiers, sure, but the emperor's tomb itself, it's completely untouched. And that leaves all of us with that one final thrilling question.
What secrets still lie beneath the pit?